Number 10. Renji Abarai's true Bankai So Zabimaru. Yeah, turns out Renji's original Bankai was just the trial version. This one's the full unlock. So Zabimaru gives him a giant skeletal snake fused to his arm and a spirit cannon that throws hands for him. He's got a move called Orochio that basically compresses his spiritual pressure into a giant punch that deletes your whole torso. Also, his Bankai talks. And it sounds more serious than Renji does. After being the mid-tier guy for 90% of the show, Renji finally got tired of being bullied. Now he pulls up looking like a cursed transformer. Respect. Number 9. Rojiro Otoribashi. Rose. Kinshara Butodan. This Bankai feels like it was designed by an art student who listens to lo-fi at 3 a.m. Rose doesn't swing a blade, he conducts a concert. He plays a literal symphony that distorts your reality and forces you into an illusion so vivid your brain taps out. You think you're fighting a man, but suddenly you're stuck in a musical and the next thing you know, you're already dead. The only reason this isn't higher, he used it once, for 2 seconds. Still, you can't lie, dying to background music is kind of elite. Number 8. Sajin Komamura. Kokujo Tengen Myoo. Dangai Joe Komamura had one goal: get revenge. And to do it, he literally gave up his humanity. He turns into a giant immortal wolf, summons a headless flaming titan, and just doesn't care anymore. No pain, no limits, no fear. He's walking through attacks like they're mosquito bites. It's not even flashy, he just shows up and tanks everything like it's nothing. And when the time runs out, he dies. Quietly. With no regrets. The calmest act of self-destruction you'll ever see. Brutal. Number 7. Shunsui Kyoraku, Katen Kyokotsu, Karamatsu Shinju. This isn't a fight. It's a tragedy in 4 acts. Shunsui's Bankai forces both him and his opponent into a performance they can't escape. Act 1, you share injuries. Act 2, you're drowning in shadows. Act 3, you're infected with a made-up disease that still works somehow. And Act 4? You're just dead. You don't get to resist. You're in the play now, and the script says you lose. It's artistic, it's cold, and it always ends with one body on the floor. Spoiler, it's not his. Number 6. Byakuya Kichiki. Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi. Elegant, deadly, pink. The Byakuya drops his blade, and suddenly you're surrounded by a million tiny petal blades that move like a hurricane with anger issues. You can't run, you can't block. They'll slice you from every angle, and look pretty doing it. He can shape them into walls, scatter them in storms, or trap you inside a death box made of floating razor petals. It's like being murdered by art. If death had an aesthetic, this would be it. Royalty fights differently. Number 5. Ichigo Kurosaki. Tensa Zangetsu, final form. Ichigo's Bankai has always been clean. Black blade, speed boost, and Getsuga Tensho that cuts mountains. But the real heat? Final arc Ichigo. His true Bankai is a dual blade fusion of Hollow, Quincy, and Shinigami power. This man is a walking spiritual buffet. One half of his sword is for nuking you, the other is for reality checking your soul. Fast, violent, instinctual. He doesn't need strategy. He just shows up and ends your plotline. Main character energy? Yeah, that's an understatement. Number 4. Retsu Unohana. Minazuki. Bankai. The healer? Yeah. She's also the original Kenpachi. Her Bankai is just disturbing. She liquefies the battlefield into blood, covers her sword in acid, and starts slashing like she's painting with pain. She doesn't even try to win. She just kills you, heals you, and does it again. She trains Zaraki by straight up murdering him over and over, like she was bored. It's not flashy, it's not loud, it's just cold, clinical, and dripping with death. A doctor with the mindset of a serial killer. Number 3. Genryusai Yamamoto. Zanka no Tachi. Imagine holding the sun as a sword. That's Yamamoto's Bankai. Zanka no Tachi compresses 15 million degrees of flame into a tiny blade that erases anything it touches. And that's just east. West makes him untouchable. South summons an army of flaming skeletons. North is just a line of pure deletion. One swing and half the map is gone. It's not just power, it's divine punishment. The only reason this man isn't ranked number 1 He could literally end Soul Society by existing too hard. Number 2, Kenpachi Zaraki, unnamed Bankai. He finally learns his Bankai and turns into a demon. No, seriously, skin turns red, horns pop out, and he loses all control. Now he doesn't slash, he cleaves through skyscrapers like they're tissue paper. He took one swing and almost cut a guy and the city in half by accident. Zero finesse. All damage. Kenpachi was already the strongest without a Bankai. Now he has one. Pray you don't get picked for a sparring match. Number 1. Ichibe Hyosube, Shirafude Ichimonji. This isn't a sword, this is a pen that rewrites reality. Ichibe's Bankai erases the name of your power, and when it has no name, it has no function. Then he picks a new name for you, and you become it. He literally named an enemy Black Ant and turned him into one. You could be a god, doesn't matter. He calls you powerless, you are. This isn't a fight, this is spiritual identity theft, and there's nothing you can do about it. God tier hacks with monk energy. Unfair? Completely. But that's the point. Thank you for watching, and if you are still here, please subscribe.